temple. Big and powerful ministers have come to the conclusion that something is wrong. Some say it is the Ten Commandments. Others say there is a lack of sincerity in the purpose of the churches. Still others think it is all worthless and not fit for the time it takes to attend them. However, or whatever their final decision might be, it is certain they will make a change, or rather try to make one. The fact of the matter is that they have always had only a reflection of the truth and not the real thing. Like one who holds up the sun, one who holds up to the sun a mirror and casts a few of its diverted rays in a different direction. So have they done with the truth that is supposed to have come from the east. Right? So, just like taking a mirror, holding it to the sun, and casting the illusion of the sun, right? So, catch the mirror in the sun and have everybody looking at the mirror, thinking that they're looking at the sun. Well, they are tanning, but they're looking at a mirror. And not realizing that the heat coming off it is actually burning them. So it is with the truth. That dirty Moors can't lie. They're gonna have truth in what they say. The truth is supposed to burn your conscience. The truth is supposed to burn your conscience. Because that's gonna be a reminder to you. Because it's gonna keep coming up and coming up again. Just try it. Right? Just before we continue on, just to hit that truth nail again. Delamar Doveris. Behold a pale horse. William Cooper. One basic truth can be used as a foundation for a mountain of lies. And if we dig down deep enough in the mountain of lies and bring out that truth to set it on top the mountain of lies, the entire mountain of lies will crumble under the weight of that one truth. And there is nothing more devastating to a structure of lies than the revelation of the truth, upon which the structure of lies was built, because the shock waves of the revelation of the truth reverberate and continue to reverberate throughout the earth for generations to follow, awakening even those people who had no desire to be awakened to the truth. So that's where we're at right now. Right? And truth's rays are being diverted by people who know what the truth is. But they want people to gravitate toward falsehood and misconcepts and misrepresentations. Right? There are but few people who know what the truth is about man. And that few know that it is foolish to try to impart it to the ignorant. Although the ignorant has finished college, he is a fool right on, being trained to jump through a hoop. The longer he stays in the schools, the better he can jump, and the more vivid he will defend his jumping. From the east comes all light, but though the sun is hanging at high noon, the blind cannot see. The same is the Islamic creed from the east, brought to the Asiatics of America by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, and offered to those who were sick at heart, tired for many years, yet they are blind and cannot see the light. Nor is the Prophet trying to put new wine in old skins, for he knows that it will burst them. Still, he has the only remedy for the nations, the remedy brought by Yahshua, Muhammad, Confucius, and all of the other prophets, which remedy is truth. The nations do not want truth. It is too stern. But until they accept it and find out where it is, there will continue to be religious controversy. There will continue to be religious controversy. Right? And then once again, just to put it out there again.
Criticism is good when it comes from an intelligent mouth. Criticism is good when they have something better to put in its place. Criticism is good. Don't criticize paperwork unless you can prove it to be a lie. And I can talk even recently, and I have a track record with many people who have been remedied with the paperwork that these juveniles are criticizing. Now again, I don't reject criticism. I reject ignorant criticism. I reject people who can't read criticizing. I reject people who don't know law and history criticizing law and history. I reject a person that don't know anything about mechanics criticizing a mechanic. That's the issue. Do you understand? Not the criticism itself, but blank, unqualified statements from juveniles who can't read, who don't know history, who don't know that law and history go together, and because they have no courage whatsoever, they pontificate by criticizing the works of others who put their neck out on the line even for them. Because if they would read the paperwork, they would support it. Now, I suggest that most of them haven't read it.
Islam to the good brother Casanova Bay for always dropping the ones to make you scratch your head and stuff. So, questions. Kwesi Imara. Islam. Are there any books or literature that talks about Moorish divine national movement and Islamism? I have heard that Islamism is more political than Islam, the religion. Well, let's see if it's in here. Good if it is. But always remember that as much as we hear these terms that we would want to relate to, religion and stuff like that, know that there's always something higher going on, right? So this is Random House Dictionary of the English Language, the unabridged edition. Islam, the religious faith of Muslims based on the words and religious system founded by the Prophet Muhammad and taught by the Quran, the basic principle of which is absolute submission to a unique and personal God, Allah. 2. The whole body of Muslim believers, their civilization, and the countries in which theirs is the dominant religion. Islamism, the religion of Islam. Islam plus ism. So, Islam, the ISLAM, right? Now, understand what's going on here. Remember, this is a dictionary, right? Remember, this is a dictionary. So, Islam, capital ISLAM, the religious faith, blah, blah, right? Islamism, the religion of Islam, in brackets, ISLAM in all caps plus ISM, ism. So there's two branches of Islam. There's Islam capitalized, and then there's Islam in all caps. Islam in all caps is I, self, law, and master. What's I, self, law, and master mean? I, self, law, and master means that man and Allah are one. That's the true Islam. That other stuff that people use today, that they call Islam, came from I, self, law, and master, or quote unquote Islamism. That Noble Drew Ali said is the old time religion that he was bringing back for the Moors because he loved the Moors so much. But then he also broke it down. What is Islam? Just so you can be clear, so you're not fooled when you hear these Moors out here talking about, you know, they're gonna do Ramadan and stuff like that. Like they're some run around cube Muslims. And Noble Drew Ali never brought that. He told you study your Quran from over there, but when we read this, you'll see what he brought. Islam is a very simple faith. It requires man to recognize his duties toward God Allah, his creator, and his fellow creatures. It teaches the supreme duty of living at peace with one's surroundings. It is preeminently the religion of peace. The very name Islam means peace. The goal of a man's life according to Islam is peace with everything, peace with Allah and peace with man. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, tells us that the final abode of man is the house of peace, where no vain word or sinful discourse will be heard. The Holy Divine Prophet Noble Drew Ali says that a follower of Islam in the true sense of the word is one whose hands, tongues, and thoughts do not hurt others. Object of man's life according to Islam is its complete unfoldment. Islam teaches that man is born with unlimited capacities for progress. Islam does not support the idea that man was born in sin. It teaches that everyone has within him the seed of perfect development, and it rests solely with himself to make or mar his fortune. Why? Because the priesthood is dead. And you're going to be the one to save yourself and then save anybody else who gravitates to your frequency, vibration, or whatever that you can inspire to save themselves. Because the priesthood is dead. The cardinal doctrine of Islam is the unity of the Father Allah. We believe in one God, Allah, who is this all God, all mercy, and all powerful. He is perfect and holy, all wisdom, all knowledge, and all truth. These are some of his great attributes so far as we can understand. He is free from all defects, holy and transcendent. He is personal to us in so far as we see his attributes working for us and in us. And in us. Not just the attributes of Allah working for us, but the attributes of Allah working also in us. Remember, this is what is Islam according to Noble Drew Ali. But he is nevertheless impersonal, because he is infinite, perfect, and holy. We do not believe that death, decay, or sleep overtake him, neither do we believe that he is helplessly inactive or an inert force. Nothing happens without his knowledge and will. He neither begets nor is he begotten, because these are the traits of frail and weak humanity. The unity of Allah is the first and foremost pillar of Islam, and every other belief hangs upon it. So, any books on literature that talks about Moorish divine and national movement, FBI papers, go read those so you can know what these people did to you. Moorish Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple, Moorish literature, 101 questionnaire, oral statements.